Hey guys, welcome to the second episode of Osu Weekly Improvement, the show where I report about my weekly progress and try to give you guys some advice that helped me throughout the week. This week we are taking a look at brown switches, because I just picked up a keyboard with brown switches. Also we'll be having a look at consistency and how I managed to gradually improve my consistency this week to get some nice combos and all really nice scores. Without further ado, I'm Jackie Chan, grab yourself a drink or snack and enjoy. First of all, we're gonna be taking a look at my improvement this week. PP wise, I added 11 PP to my total PP counter, with this one score giving me 332 PP. But more of that coming soon, because I really started to focus on my consistency and I feel confident about getting some scores in the future. It might not be the next week and might not be the week after that, but overall we should be good to go PP wise soon. I also had a couple more promising maps and attempts this week that I managed to choke or in general be too inconsistent to FC the map. This week I managed to win the race by more than talking with only 36 misses. I believe this score can still be improved, nonetheless it's still pretty sick. Also I had an amazing run on trigger with only 3 misses in total. I had almost 700 combo, but this run could have been a lot better if I hadn't choked, unfortunately, in the middle of the map.
It's called hentai, and it's art.
The goal that I set myself for this week was that I wanted to focus on really difficult maps and getting decent scores with high AGON on them, and also focusing on maps that will really improve my consistency so I can get higher combos on maps and overall get more PP in the long term. Lastly, I didn't want to lose the stamina that I built the past few weeks. This week was the first week of me playing with brown switches instead of reds. I picked up the Dierya DK61E 60% mechanical keyboard with brown switches and tried it out for this week for the first time. I had a really rough start, to be honest, and timing on maps was pretty difficult, and I had regular misses on the easy jumps. And if I take a look back at it, I was almost about to send the keyboard back because I thought I couldn't play with it. Suddenly I improved and it really helped me get the rhythm. As I explained in the last episode of Osu Weekly Improvement, I am more the touchy type when it comes to keyboards. That means I pretty much don't press the keys down all the way all the time. But with brown switches, since you have this tactile bump, you almost have to bottom out the keys all the time. And that was pretty difficult getting used to for me. But overall, I can say, just playing a week with it, it really helped me to improve my rhythm. And especially on lower BPM maps that I previously found pretty hard with the red switches as well, I saw a huge improvement after using the browns and bottoming out more than usual. And for you keyboard enthusiasts out there, here's a quick sound test. After finishing the video last week, I set myself the goal of getting more consistent in general. I wanted to get more comfy with lower BPM and jumps, because at that time I usually only played 7+ star maps. And believe me when I tell you I had quite some struggle getting used to being more consistent. I started off with lower star BPM maps and also set some 6 scores you already saw in the video, for example my trigger score. In terms of aim, I remembered what KcK once told in an interview. He said he only looks lazily in the middle of the screen, and I wanted to try that actually for myself to see if it would give me more consistency overall. Usually I only focus on the patterns themselves rather than just looking in the middle of the screen. But I can only tell you, try what works best for you and try both, because it immensely helped me with my consistency. In terms of low AR, on dance maps, my main concern was that I couldn't hit the circles with the right hit accuracy, and therefore I tried playing some low AR maps. But I have no replay of that because I still suck at that. Hopefully next week we'll have something coming soon. But I can tell you guys, it definitely helped me also improve trying the easy mod and playing low AR maps in general. Everything was going super well with the consistency, but suddenly my stamina started to lag and I was feeling more consistent, but to my shock, I had lost quite a bit of stamina. Regarding that, I have a really fitting quote from the bodybuilder Ulysses. He said, "It's about building a complete balanced physique. I'll always try to work on my weak points and try to bring them up so the physique looks better overall. Then working at my favorite parts and making it even better. When you're strong at something and you overdo it, it will overshadow everything else." And that's why, in my opinion, you should always focus on keeping the stamina and being at the same time consistent to be a well-rounded player. The main learning I took from this week was that you shouldn't always only focus on the thing you're trying to improve. You should try to also maintain and keep your other skills and don't abandon them for too long. Also, the consistency in this game is incredibly hard, and even though I tried, I still felt like not being good enough or the pass not feeling as satisfying as it should be, and therefore give yourself some time and try to adjust to the game and its mechanics overall. Anyway, I'm just giving you guys the tools and you have to try it yourself and see what works best for you. I thought it was a good idea to set myself some goals for the next week, and I set myself 2 specific goals because there's just one map I really want to pass because there are only 5 passes so far in Germany and it's freaking insane 240 BPM dev streams. And also I want to improve my ranking a bit. Therefore I set myself the goal of getting plus 100 PP, which leaves us at almost 7150 PP by the next week, hopefully. Anyways guys, please don't forget to check out my live stream if you want to see me doing some sick plays live. Anyway, that will be it from me. Hope you guys have a great weekend and see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Holy shit!